Well, as you folks could probably see, my battle with Beelzebub is not going well. I am drinking some Javoy Rejuvenating Energy Blue Raspberry and vodka. That's actually rather cold. This is a zero sugar thing. And it's a zero effing sugar thing because, of course, I am a diabetic. Can't taste the vodka at all. Anyway, the point of this video is that I am still fighting my battle with Beelzebub. I was injured changing a car tire, and I was too weak to stand. And now I have a fly problem. So, Beelzebub being the Lord of the Flies, I'm battling with Beelzebub. And to give you an idea of why this is just taking so long, is for one, when I was injured, see, it damaged my core strength. And I remember I changed one of the litter boxes, and I wrestled with it for maybe 20 or well, maybe 5 minutes at the trash can. Felt like an eternity. And then for the next 3 days, I felt terrible. You know, I couldn't get out of bed. So my litter boxes are in terrible shape, and I use up all the energy I have for the day cleaning litter boxes, and then, oh look, the cats have pooped in them again, and they're dirty. And I have too many cats. I'm trying to find homes for them, but you know, the people that find homes for cats, they really don't do a lot of work. I mean, I understand they're giving you a free service, but, you know, there's just like, okay, bring your cats over here. What? Yes, bring your cats to this adoption event. I mean, you have to name the dang thing, which is cruel. So now I've invested in this cat, I've named this cat, I've taken care of this cat, I've socialized this cat, and I have to give it to another person. So the cats I'm most attached to are the ones I have to get rid of. That's how they work. It's not you go and give them your cat and they're like, okay. Because, I mean, I could do that. I could just put a cat trap out, because there are certain cats that don't like me handling them. I could just put the live animal trap out and trap one of the cats that doesn't get along with me well, because they freak out if I pick them up. And then, okay, I'm taking you to the rescue, and the rescue should socialize them. Well, that's not apparently what happens. Apparently, you're taking care of this animal, unless you want to take it to the pound, in which case it might get put down. It's like, I mean, I get it, but and, you know, further, one of my big problems is laundry. I have a lot of cats, I'm not keeping up with their litter properly, and they're pooping in places. Okay, well, I mean, you know. So, I had a load of towels this morning. No, I think it was actually before I went to work yesterday, I put them in the wash, okay? And it was definitely this morning, alright. So, I've done more than one load today. But, so I run a quick wash to dissolve the poop, because there's poop on these things. I can't take it to the backyard and hose it down, because then I've got a wet towel full of poop. So I have a relatively clean towel, usually the one I shower with, and I wrap that in the towels I put down so the cats won't poop on my floor, which is harder to clean. And then I take these pooped on towels over to the washing machine. And first you want to wet and dissolve the poop. That is a big important step. Because if you don't do that, you will wind up with poop in your dryer, which is a lot harder to deal with. So you run a cycle. You do a quick wash, and it doesn't dissolve the poop completely, but it makes it very wet, and then is when you add your borax and your detergent and other things like that to completely clean the poop, right? So between the first load getting its first cycle and the second load and putting another load in, I found out that the cats had peed on my work bag. So my work bag, now with cat pee on it, is going in there with the poop towels. They still smell a little bit about poop because I've only run one thing. And I run it. I put the detergents in there and I run it. And then I open it up and it just doesn't smell clean. All right? Sniff test is very important here. So I put more stuff in and I turn the machine on again. And it goes brrrr. And one of the problems that's happening here is that my machine is old, it's dying, and I probably have to clean the filter on my washing machine. And you say, okay, so why don't you just clean the filter on your washing machine? Because there's stuff in the way. I'm cleaning my house, and I got stuff in the way. So it's very difficult just to fix the filter on the washing machine. It's an issue. What I do is I have enzyme tablets for cleaning my washing machine. So I know eventually I'm going to have to pop that filter or buy a new machine. And popping the filter obviously being a cheaper option, I can do it myself. I've done it myself. But it's just, the machine is old, it has problems, and what could be blocking it is dissolved poop. And again, I could spend hours trying to get the poop off the towels before they go into the wash, but the whole point of washing them is to get the poop out. So and if I do that, the cats will just, literally, I put down something else and I cleaned up their poop and they pooped on that. And that's just what's happening now. So, I finally get the washing machine rolling, and what happens is that, I walk in there 40 minutes later, the machine stopped again. It didn't finish. I put it on heavy duty. It should take at least an hour and a half, and it didn't finish. So, run it again. 45 minutes later, it didn't finish. Run it again. And long story short, it has taken more than 10 hours for me to do one load of laundry. So yeah, this is a lot harder than it looks. That's why this is taking so long. And I put a fan on in here to try and dissipate the flies because they're everywhere. I seem to not be able to get rid of them. Sometimes they're active, sometimes they're not. But, you just work and work and work, and you hope to get rid of these dang things, but nothing's helping. That's kind of the problem. It's like I wanted to go. I debated going to a restaurant and buying food and bringing it back here and making a review. I do that on Random Street Theater. But I thought the fly problem in here would have abated more by now. And there's still stuff for them to eat, unfortunately. There's still cat poop. I don't know where all of it is. I have to keep working to clean it up. And it's just, I don't know what to do. There's just so much. And it feels like every time I get a step in the right direction, something comes and pushes me back. It's like, I've got a lot of laundry to do. And then I pull the laundry out of the thing and I fold it up. But no matter how much I can't seem to keep fresh towels in the house because I need so many of them to take care of these animals. And I mean, my only option to get rid of the animals fast would be to take them to the pound, and I don't want to do that. You know, I feel bad. Now, of course, I do admit dang it. There's something on here. I need some water to clean it up. But I do admit that I'm pretty sure if I took some cocaine, I would probably be running pretty good. You know, if I were just out here popping things like there's no tomorrow. Caffeine just doesn't do that. I mean, despite what Family Guy shows you, you can't drink 10 Red Bulls and just be running around getting things done. It doesn't work that way. So right now, this is where I am. Flies everywhere and nothing but problems. It's taking forever, and I mean, I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do next. I have to get work done. I have to push things. And just, you know, it's not helping. Yeah. Well, that wasn't good. I'm going to leave this jar in here. Hopefully the flies will get stuck in it. We'll see how they feel about it. That's one thing I do. Setting up fly traps, seeing what kind of other things can attract flies. And people were like, how did the flies get in? Well, it only takes one of them. I'm pretty sure these buggers are asexual. I mean, they don't need a man. Anyway, I'm Richard.
Background courtesy of Photographs of a Mad Richard. Link in the description.
Hi everybody, I'm Danger Ducky, and this is the part of the video where I remind you to comment, like, and subscribe. I'm also giving time for there to be links to the next video and subscriptions. You should comment, like, and subscribe, because for every 1,000 subscribers, this channel will buy a bracelet from For Ocean, and that will pull a pound of trash out of the ocean. It's a big ocean, and there's a lot of trash there. We also buy medals from the Conqueror, and every one of those means that 5 trees are planted, so that we will have a cleaner world for you and me to live in. Danger Donkey says, be a good Samaritan, float like a butterfly, and comment, like, and subscribe!